Okay, Bannana Carpers. Today I'm going to be making my first ever pop-up mix, or my first ever homemade boilies. I'll be making some banoffee and cell pink pop-ups. So the ingredients you'll need to make these are some large eggs. I'll only be using a 1 egg mix because I only want a small batch, but it's all up to how many you want. For a kilo of mix, I think it's 6 or 8 eggs. Don't know, you'll have to check that up. I'm not very good with this. So they'll go there. Then for the wet ingredients, I've got the Mainline response flavours. I've got the banana and peach there, and the milky toffee there. These only come in 60ml bottles, but the flavour goes a long way because you're only using 2 5ml per mix, really, per batch of pop-up. So there we go. Then some activator sweet-ade, again from Mainline. I use this just to round off all the flavours, because these flavours together can be quite bitter, so I'll only use 1 ml of this, that's all. It doesn't take very much, and it's not really there for its flavour, it's just there to make everything nice and not so bitter and sharp, really. And finally, for the wet mix, the Mainline Cell Activator. This comes in a 300ml bottle and it costs about £12. Again, I won't need very much of this, so this will go a very long way. So that's it for the wet ingredients. For the dye, I'll be using the CCmoore Fluro pink dye. Again, it's up to you what kind of colour pop-ups you want. I want a kind of bright pink pop-ups because I like fishing singles, and I think pink stands out the most out of all of them. The Mainline Polaris pop-up mix. Again, you can use the CCmoore one. I heard they do a really good one, but I just have faith in the Mainline stuff. The mixing bowl, this is just basic. From Morrison's I got this. Sieve to take the pop-ups out, and a measuring spoon that I've got here to measure out all your wet ingredients, and finally sort of tubs just to dry them off, and obviously a saucepan. Oh, and the great fork. Nothing special about this, just to mix it all up. Right, let's begin. So I'm going to do the wet ingredients first. Start off by cracking just a normal large egg into the bowl. There you go. It doesn't really matter if you get any eggshell in there. Some people like to do it, but I'm not quite that experienced in making it. Okay, I'm just going to wash my hands quick. Okay, so I'm back from washing my hands because I got egg all over them. And what I'm going to do is just smash up this egg in here, just so it's nicely all mixed together. There we go. Let's get that nicely mixed. There we go. Beautiful. Right. Yep, that's fine. So I'll start off with the milky toffee. I want to put in 5ml of this. So that's 4 of these. Yeah, 4 of these. So 1, 2, 3, and 1 more. There we go. Just that in there. 2 of these. This is the banana and pear. Again, Mainline response flavour. 2 of these. That'll be 2.5ml, and for the milky toffee, that's 5ml. So 1, 2. So that. Then the cell activator next. Most people do a kind of 2.5ml of this, but I quite like the cell flavour. I want to stand out a bit more, so I'm going to do just about 2.5. Nope. There we go. Just get rid of all that. And finally, spilling everywhere already. Right. Finally, 1ml of the Mainline Activate sweet-ade. This is to round it all off, because it smells lovely. Because altogether this is a little bit bitter. Just rounds it off, and that goes. Now just mix all this together. And the eggs will go a bit darker colour because of the cell activator. Right, next thing to do is to add in the dye. It is ccmoore fluro pink dye. Again, up to you which colour dye you want. I'm going to start off small. Stuff's really stained really bad, so be careful with this. I'm going to start off with quarter teaspoon probably. You can always add too much, you can never have too little, so I just add on. So I want this to be quite fluoro, but not that it's going to burn my eyes out while I'm making it. Right. That looks good actually. See that instantly. Let's change colours. It's really bright. Now this is my first time making it. I don't really know the quantities, how much I'm going to put in. Probably going to put in a little bit more. Oh god, I haven't thought this through. Go there. And one more, a little bit more. It's really potent stuff, so you really don't need much. That's it. There we go. Put this in the sink so I can't get everywhere. Right, let's get the lid back on. Mix it up. That just looks lovely now. It's about probably just over half a teaspoon in there. This is really strong. Because having one egg mix, you really don't need much of it. So I'm going to mix that in. Right, so that's all the wet ingredients. Now you just have to add in this Mainline Polaris Pop-Up mix really slowly. You don't want to overdo it with this so it becomes too crumbly. Just bit by bit. Right, this is probably getting up to the consistency where I can probably get my hands in. And start doing this by hand. It's a lot easier by hand when it gets thick. So, just add in a little coating. Start getting all that. And pick up all that dry stuff with the dough. See, now that's still just a bit too wet. All that. Right, so I'd say that's about right. There we go, got a nice, like Play-Doh consistency it is. Not sticking to my fingers, not cracking up, perfect. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this in a sandwich bag. I'll get everything else set up, tidy this all away. Then I'm going to start boiling the water, and while I'm doing that, I'll cut some bits off and, yeah, roll it, little balls, like that. Yep. Let's do that. Right guys, so it's time to get onto the rolling. Get that out. There we go, got the water on the boil behind us. Just getting up. So to roll it, what I do, get a tiny little pinch of bait, go up to the shapes you want to do, just then roll it in between your palms. And there you go. It doesn't have to be perfectly round. Just make tons of different shapes and sizes. Just gonna make some round ones first. Nope. Tiny little round ones like that. Don't really want to make them for snowmen. You have little, no water spilling out, nice. God. Little cubes to fish on the top to imitate dog biscuits. So I like a few of them. Odd shapes. Yep. Triangles. Odd bits. And bigger circles. Bigger ones. Like that. Maybe, something like that, about 16mm. Yeah, just a variety of sizes. Dumbbells, another one. Just roll them flat along, squish in the tops like that. Carp aren't bothered about the sizes, really. Make something that they haven't really seen before. It has to be a perfect dumbbell, something like that. And just really, the limit to your imagination for what you want to do here. Little cubes. Nope. Anything you really want to do, it's possible. Right, so it's basically time to move on to the boiling. The water's just boiling now. I've got all these different shapes and sizes of pop-ups here. I've been doing that for probably about half an hour. Box with kitchen paper just to dry them all out on. Spoon with holes in, I don't know what you call these. Just get them, just to scrape the boilies off the surface. Like that. Okay, so just going to put a few in first just to see how they cook. And then we'll move on, so I'm just going to roll a few of them in. There we go, just get them in. Like that. Right, they'll need about 2 minutes probably. So they do lose a bit of flavour and colour in the cooking, so that's why you add a bit more onto pop-ups. Yeah, because they do lose quite a bit and use so much flavour. Right, so these should be ready about now. They go for about 2 minutes. So just collect them all together. With these, go. That's all dry off. Put them on there to just dry. And there you go. Okay. So they might be a bit soft right now. They will harden up over time. So let's put all these in. Oh God. Spillage. Got this. Right, so the last batch is coming to the end of boiling, and I hope this just proves to you how easy pop-ups really are to make, and the only blockade is your imagination of the flavour combinations, shapes you can make with them. I've made some little square shapes to top off boilies. I've made some proper square ones like that to go out with dog mixers because they look like them. Some ragged ones like that, again, surface fishing. Some big circles, some tiny little ones, you know, that, there, you know. This is really all up to you. These come to the end. I'll be using these in a session on Saturday down at Capabanga with Lloyd, so we'll see how they do then, put them to the test, put them through their paces, hopefully improve. If you want any more Boilie videos, obviously leave a comment what you want me to try, any suggestions like that, they'll be all much appreciated. This last batch has come to an end there. Time has gone off, so in they go. Scooping all them up. Obviously, more you can use a sieve, but there's only like 2 or 3 left, so it's pretty hard to get them. There you go. And the last ones. There you go. Now I'm left with the fun bits, tidying everything up. Great. It's my first fishing day. Again, about another mango. This time, Lloyd's here with me.
And we'll hide in the graphite, deep inside the earth, and wait for the fires to start.
Session. As you can see, this is a jam-packed finish board. We're all ready to go. So I'll probably leave the lake for a few weeks now for this session. Just looking back, get all the rods cut back out. I've got a little flurry of mammals pre-taped, so I'm using both the tapes somehow. One of both came off on the tape. But this is the one that's come in from that. So I'm just going to slip it back out. It's done.
All that remains of a world in chaos, broken by change. We are light in the dark, calling now for something to spark. And we'll hide in the graphite, deep inside the earth, and wait for the fires to start.
Right, so as I said, I'm going to talk you through my pop-up rig now. There it is. As you can probably tell, it's a rig that many people use these days. It's become quite popular. It's the stiff hinge rig, or the stiff link rig. So I'll talk you through it. I'll start the hook end first. So there, I have my little pink pop-ups that I've made, obviously homemade, banoffee and cell flavour. That's mounted onto a little micro rig ring, which is tied on a D onto a captor choddy, I think. Then the actual stiff section is tied with 20-pound mouth trap, and some people like to put a real curve in that. I know Jim Shelley did. He's only like made it famous, but I like to keep it quite straight, maybe a little curve. Terry said should be at the curve, the incline of your thumb, kind of like that. That's what I'm aiming to create with that. Then goes down to a size 8 ring swivel. This is from Corda with a little bit of Christ and heavy metal extra. I think that's, well, in my opinion, it's the best tungsten putty out there on the market, and that's just critically balanced, so it sinks lovely and slow. Then the boom section is tied using IQ2D fluorocarbon, I think. Oh no, IQ2 fluorocarbon, that's what it is, right, I remembered finally, from Corda. And as you can tell, I've tied 2 loops in it to attach it to the swivels. And this is because that just leaves it with a huge amount of movement. See, any of this movement you wouldn't be getting if you just tied it straight off with a normal blood knot, something like that, or a grinner. And then coming down to the lead section, I've tied that off again with a loop, and that's then on a quick link. What I'll do is I'll put half a tail rubber over that to stop it from coming off the actual quick link. That's then on a 3-ounce inline lead with a big spear insert, so that I can use solid bags with it. And the aim is that when a fish picks it, it'll sit like this. Then, and when a fish picks it up, it'll come straight into contact with that, because this should have straightened out because it's critically balanced. Shakes its head a few times, and the lead should dislodge, leaving the fish kind of panicked, because sometimes they use the weight of the lead against you to shake the hook. So that's my rig that I'm using. No lead pull leads or anything. I don't think there's any need. So now we'll look at Lloyd's zig rig.
Would look like
okay,
retarded.
It's filming, so start when you like.
Are you filming me?
Yep. Do your ear.
Okay. Well, today it's turned out to be quite warm. The water is certainly, and the fish could be quite higher up in the layers. So to target these fish, I'm using a zig rig. And then towards the lead setup, we've got a lead clip with a distant lead right there. And then it goes to a quick chain swivel on an anti-tangle sleeve. This one's 3 foot, and we've plumbed the depth at this about 3/4 up. It's quite shallow towards the island. And then we've got Fox zig plus floater line, and we've got 3 foot of that down to a size 8 mixer from Corda, and a Fox zig aligner on the hook with a black aligner and red foam. And then we're finishing off that with some Corda goo, almond, and that just gives off extra attraction in the water. Let's get it cast out.
just lost that fish on the surface, and as you can see, double run. I was in, struck into this, and then as we were just talking, Lloyd's rod has ripped off.
Ripped off one toner. I haven't seen anything like it.
Yeah, it was like my take earlier, wasn't it?
Okay guys, got them both in the net safely, and it's looking like a great brace of a mirror and a common. Let's get them.
Okay guys, we can hold these up, they're going a bit crazy right now. Here's the brace. I've got a really stunning mirror here, with the three mirrors.
Nice and chunky.
Yeah, ready to spawn. And this is some proof enough you should start making your own boilies and following this recipe. You know what will? So, since these fish are starting to I'm going to get some shots, then straight back out while they're still on the spot. Right, okay guys. Right, scale perfect, mine. Look,
There we go.
Lloyd, your blanking is over.
Yes! Okay. Well guys, as you can see, about 20 minutes, half an hour ago, just had that brace, and the sun's come out, so I've just popped over here for a bit of surface fishing. I saw a fish, maybe 2 or 3, in a tight area, plopped this on his head, and about 10 seconds later, he just came up, dipped and everything, took the dog biscuit. Hey guys, here we go. On the surface, on little dog biscuits. Nice little common. Looks to be spawned out. But yeah, mint condition. Not a mark on him. Let's get some pictures.
Look around, and the music is where you'll find me. Find your space, find your place.
Lloyd, you had one big. Okay guys, so I've just had another carp. This one I just had a slow sinking dog biscuit. I saw them bubbling and tail swirl, so I just dropped this, line's shot off. Great fight on a little G-light spinning rod, tail reel. So there we go. Flip them back up.
So we put in the fish back now.
The session, we're going to start packing up now because the light's dying quickly. We've had fish in this corner for like ages now, we haven't been able to have any. I had one earlier but he came off. You can see I'm not slipping undone because I'm using a really thin line. And Lloyd and I have been having a bit of competition. We can catch the fish and I'm hoping this doesn't come off. I'm praying this doesn't come off. I feel like show though. There was like 6 fish around.
Yeah, there was.
We're going under the tree. See that? Get some shots of the rock. Okay, so we're just about to slip the fish back that I had. It's really small.